So welcome along and thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this session. I hope I do too. And I'm going to go here now to Puzzle Streaks. And that's pretty easy to go to. It's free on Lichess. You can do as many as you like. You can fail them, you can complete them, whatever that means. My highest is getting into the 80s. I think that I dropped the ball after that. If I drop the ball here today, I'm going to look to not go further, although I might actually go into some blitz chess or something like that. I'm just now looking for this on my phone. I always have this issue every time I do it. If anyone knows how to find it quickly instead of what I'm doing, I'm just going to go to videos instead. No, I'm not. It's still not working. I am here. Don't worry. Don't adjust your sets, as they used to say. I'm just going to see if it's live on there now. It's still not showing. I don't know. I'll go back and I'll go back and I'll go now to me. And I'll say your videos, it should be showing up now. No, it's not. I don't understand. If anyone can help me with this about where I go on my phone to make sure I keep up with the chat, then please let me know, because I can't find it yet unless I'm not actually on yet, which I am. So anyway, at the moment I can't look at chat unless it's on the screen. So I can't quite look at chat yet. I'll have to go, what am I doing? So I'll see if I can find it now. Videos. It's still not showing up. I don't know why I can't find it instantly. I'll see, this is it, I've got it now. So I can start concentrating. And thank you very much. So have I already done number one? Right, okay, I'm black. I'll take this rook. Thank you. Right, next one. This is checkmate. This is check and capture. It's a wee bit still difficult, that one. I think it was, I'm just trying to think about whether or not, yeah, it wasn't. It was easy. Capture the g6 pawn and then play h5. So anyway, now we have this situation. Now this is a bit different, isn't it? But we've got this check here, haven't we? And then we lift this rook on d8. Thank you very much. When I might answer you back now. Thanks. You too. You too. I just spoke to you too. Possibly. I'm just engaging with the chat because I want to. I already have. So we're going to play this check here first, and then we can capture this rook. Now this is a loose rook on here, isn't it? See? Now I'm looking for black, aren't I? So I'm going to go check and capture the rook. Now, this one is a loose rook, isn't it? So we're going to take this first and then that next. Move order is always very, very important in chess. Which is this one? Okay, well, we've got to checkmate, haven't we, in 2 moves. Hope the music's okay. I've tried to manipulate it as much as I can. Now the queen, I cannot go queen takes f7, I don't even want to, but the queen is defended by the rook, see? So all we're going to do is play rook here, and it's bishop f8 is a possibility, because if rook takes rook, then queen takes queen. And the other possibility is if bishop f8, then after we go rook e8, bishop f8, we go then queen d5, rook d5, and rook takes rook on c8. Okay, well, black's gone for the other version. My phone's hi there to DTI or DT2 or DTII. You look like who? Mussolini, my friend. Okay. Oh boy, my phone can't even keep up with all these chats, you know. It just like, I need to make my window, there's some message has been held for review. I don't know why that is. I mean, yeah, whatever, you can't really say much wrong, can you? I mean, like, okay, we can. Okay, well, I don't want to leave that there, so I'm going to take it. Oh dear, we can go a bit too far with this. No, this has been held back for review. Okay, we could go a wee bit far with all that, can't we? Like I keep saying. Now this is an interesting one. I think it's bishop takes, rook takes, bishop takes, rook takes, and we win a piece. And if queen takes instead, then we go queen takes rook. And even though white can bust up black's kingside pawns with bishop takes f6, doesn't matter, we're a piece up, so we should be able to win this in most cases for black. I hope you can. I hope I can too. I think I can. So hi to everyone that's tuning in already. I really appreciate you doing that. I just so much really appreciate you doing that. Now here it's not so simple, because I'm thinking of, okay, what is actually, first I play here and then I play knight check, okay, unless queen takes f7, okay, but I was actually thinking what's happened, and then I saw that we've got this wee battery here, or whatever we want to call it, which is a cloaked, disguised attack on the queen with our bishop. Yeah, our bishop, because we're a team, aren't we? So bishop d, the dark squared bishop for white has been the saviour of the day. Here we've got a win of a piece. Okay, so we are going to win this knight on next move d2. Or if white plays rook f2, we might wish to take the rook instead. Depends how we feel. But I would suggest, or I would prefer myself, to take the knight on d2. Currently I'm watching Grandmaster showing me how to play in the Queen's Indian. I mean, not the Queen's Indian, I wish, because that's one of my favourite openings. The Queen's Gambit declined. So I'm watching this Grandmaster, and I have commented on his chess channel. He hasn't seen it yet because I think he's from Greece or something. I have said that I can't, you know, like, this would have been good in my day. And I mean my day, which is when I was a junior, about 60 years ago, about when I was like, I don't know, 14, 15, 17 and that sort of thing. And I wasn't a very good person sometimes, or I was probably still not a good person, but anyway, that's another story, another day. Now, what have we got here? We've got, this is the problem for black, okay? Is this bomb, 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 diagonal. So we're going to play this. Now, does black have any intermediate moves other than knight takes pawn or knight takes pawn? Does white have to watch out for any pre-moves from, if I make a pre-move and then I take the knight because the rook's probably going to move, I would have to watch out for rook g8 if I'm playing blitz chess. Not so much if I'm playing classical chess, but this is, from my view, win of a piece, and I hope we can all win that. Everyone on this team that are here to watch this today. Thank you very much, Ben Huey. You get a special mention. What is this one? I have to work out who I'm playing for first. So I'm actually having to work out what colour am I. I have to work out what's going on here. Okay, I see. I think. That's A2. So what I'm going to do is shift this bishop first. And then upon F7, oh no, the pawn's running away. We're going to go back here. And this is a rook pawn that we have left for black once we win this one. And this pawn will win. And if this is a white squared bishop, or light squared bishop, or whatever colour we want to call it, then we cannot win, because the king can, for the opposing king, can stop queening, and it ends up with a draw. The best position we can get for white, or for black, if it's a white squared bishop, this bishop, is a pawn on A2 and a king on A1, and where are we going to go? So that's why this is a win in this regards. And soon it'll be like Pac-Man, will be able to capture this pawn, whether it advances or stays put. But we do want to look after our A5, A7 pawn, but the king's too far away from capture in the initial moments. Oh, we have a text. Something about Hamilton. And thank you very much for all those that are contributing. Now I think I've got knight e3 check, and then queen takes rook. Okay, that's what I think I've got. So pins sometimes work out quite well, don't they? I'm going to go right back home again. Not that I necessarily saw that move for black, for white b4, or for black, I mean. Not that I saw it, but, you know. Now I think I take rook takes here. So I think I go rook takes, queen takes, rook a8. If queen b7, then rook a7 is checkmate to the queen. If queen b5, back to the drawing board. If after rook a6, queen a6, rook a8, queen b5, we have this nice move, don't we? Knight here, do we? And then, I don't know, hold on. I better check this, because I'm not quite seeing the whole trick. So maybe it's, okay, I'm not seeing the whole trick properly. I've now seen it. I hope you do. If you do, please let me know in the comments while I go and get a bottle of water to drink, because that'll be very important. So I've seen the thing after queen b5 issue, okay, and I think you will too. Anyone on our team will see it. Thank you. I'll go get a couple of bottles of water. Excuse me, I just, that might be the coffee from last time. Now, I hope you can all visualize what happens after Rook A6, Queen A6. So, here we go. I'm going to show you that it's Rook A6, Queen A6, Rook A8, and after Queen takes B5, as Queen B7 we've already worked out fails to Rook A7, winning the Queen for, at the most I think, the Rook and that sort of thing. So, upon Rook A6, Queen A6, we have Rook A8, a nice move to be able to play, and I've played it once or twice in my life. Queen B5, and then I hope you can see the visualization, which I didn't initially, is Rook A5, and here the Queen is unable to move anywhere. It can't move here, can't move here, can't move here, can't move here, of course, can't move here, definitely not. So it can only capture the Rook for Rook and pawn for the Queen. Oh, took the knight for some reason. I don't know why. Now, after I have just done something that that is winning, I have to be careful for myself, as well, have to be careful not to be overconfident and to approach every new situation anew, yeah? And that's what I have to do. So here I've been programmed into playing F7 all day long straight away. I like F7, and if it's no good, I'm out of here. Oh, this is interesting. Now, what do I do about this? That is interesting. Now, when I look at it, of course I first thought, oh, Queen F8, Queen G7 checkmate, but then I saw this bishop. See? This bishop here. So, brown one, now a red one. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, all right. Where's the other one? And all I'm doing is, that's the Alt key. Hold down the Alt key on Lichess, and it turns out blue. And if I hold down the Control button, it's a brown one. And if I just hit it normal with the right mouse button, it's green. So I think we'll go green every time. So I've just seen, after all that, that my Queen gets captured. I don't get to go Queen G7 checkmate in 2 moves. There's no other moves. There's no other moves but this one, I think. Okay, so this is my move, and that is quite hard, therefore, for black to prevent checkmate sooner or later. Even if Rook F2, we ignore it because it's not check, and we go Queen G7 checkmate. And this is the only one that I see. Before, I forgot to tell you, is Bishop C3 thoughts checkmate, but not for very long. But, you know, white could win a whole lot of material now, because now we're threatening the rook twice. So if F6 or anything silly like that, we're just going to take the rook and just move on, as I will do. Thank you very much, Ivan, or Javan. You're correct. Queen f6 is the correct move. Now, this one, I'm not going to spend much time on it. It's just queen takes. Now this rook is pinned to the king, okay? And so we have now rook check us. We're going to get checkmate ourselves, and rook e8 is checkmate. So I'll leave that there for you to just see for a quick moment. And I thank you, everyone, absolutely, really appreciate that you're here watching. And thank you very much for doing that. I've only got like 4 GB data left on my, oh, there's my stomach, a word from my sponsor. I've only got about 4 GB left on my data for my modem or broadband or whatever I want to call it. I don't even know what it's called. So if this self-destructs like Mission Impossible, this video or this stream, then that's what's happened. I haven't hung up on you, even though it might appear the same. Here we've got, this is a real weakness, and this, and here, and we get behind the pawn. So we don't go from here, we don't go, oh, what do we do? Chase this pawn here, because then we're going to meet this. And it's more than likely going to be a queen, unless our opponent takes pity on us. And there you go. And we're going to be losing now. So that's how easy it is to lose a game of chess. Don't you know about that? I'm an expert at losing a game of chess. You know, I've lost so many games of chess. And that's all there is to it, Chief. And that's all there is to it, Chief. I'm going to play rook here. Rook takes, king takes, and I get to take this. Make sure as many times as you can that when you've got a king and pawn, to be able to, you've got a passed pawn like this f pawn. This f2 pawn is going to be passed soon as I take this. I'd like to show you how to win this. You want to keep your king in front of the pawn, not behind the pawn. So you want to be in front of the passed pawn so that you can wriggle the kings about and that sort of thing. So I'm going to show you this just as an exercise. Now, black sort of got the opposition because we can't go here. So we go, where do we go now? We go king here. Now, if king here, then we're going to go, are we going to go king here? No, we're going to go king here, sort of thing. So I could get the computer to try to play the best moves. Now, here, and we've got this, and then we got this, I'd say, this move. We're in front of the pawn. We're not behind here. If I go backwards, I'll show you, because this is going to be easy to win now. I hope you can win it. But if I go here now, then black can play here, and if I go here, I'll probably still win this. So I've played this wrong. I've forgotten to play it right. Okay. Now, so if the king goes here, we go here, you see. And now, upon this move, is if we go here, it's almost stalemate, isn't it? If white doesn't move and the king's on an h8, it's stalemate. But here, king f6, king f6, I mean, is now played, and now we reach a drawn position. So what I'm trying to show you, I know this is pretty basic, you know, but the difference between winning a game of chess and drawing it is so close. In fact, I'm still stalemating my opponent, and then I think, well, I did it on purpose. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So here, if we put our king, this is a win-in, but if we go here and here and here, then we cannot reach a 1 position here for white. Okay, so I know there are ideas to try, but we can't win this. Where else but F5, king here, and king here. Not here, because we get a wee bit of a different position, but I think it makes a difference. But we go here so that when white plays here or here, we can oppose it, or black can oppose our king to force the pawn or the king to move. Come around here, we think, oh, here. No. We go here, 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 here. So if we go here, then it might be a wee bit different. Is it? Yes, it is. See? So if the king goes here now, then we have this move. You see? So it makes all the difference in the difference between a win and a loss and a draw. Here, if the king goes here and we play f7 now, it's a draw. So I know I've gone off the thing. Now we just move our king in, give black a square. Okay, only square, only move. Now we can just move here if we like, or to e7, and now there's no stalemate left, and we queen soon. Okay, next puzzle. So just a little bit of anecdote, coaching, whatever you call it, there for you. This, I'm looking at this a little bit. I'm thinking, what do I do now? Okay, I see it. I hope you do too. Anyone who wishes to contribute, I've seen it already. I've seen the moves that are to come about here. They're not one move. It's not a one move checkmate. It's to do with, and the clue is, it's to do with the pieces here are not able to look after both each other, even though it appears like one can. They can't. It's almost checkmate, almost, if white plays what they want to play, eventually. So I'm asking anyone out there, because I'm watching the live stream on my phone, and I'm asking you now, if you want to contribute, can you see the winning method here for white? And there's a wee trick to it, and it is coming up right now as I'm watching the screen, and no one's saying anything too much, but it's a wee trick. So it's still these two pieces that are the rooks defending the bishop. So here we go, king up, and we're going to meet h5 with f3, and then we're going to win a piece. Now this one is a little bit easier to see. Here's my stomach again. Look at this pawn on g7. So here we've got a bit of, I don't know what they call it in maths, geometry. Queen f4, and then you go, oh no, my queen. I lost my queen. But then you go the royal knight fork. The royal fork, which is knight e2 check. Ha ha ha. And knight. And it would work too that way, but it's not going to be the right answer, because we only win an exchange, and therefore white's position white's position isn't too bad after all if we do it wrong. So we play queen takes rook, knight check, and knight takes queen. I think I lost some people after that bit of chat. Here we've got this check, but that's not as good as this checkmate. Do we have rook h2 check, king h2, rook h8 check, king g2 forced, queen h1 check, king f2, rook h2 checkmate. What's this one? I don't know. Gosh, just about broke my neck. Well, first of all, I thought my queen was attacked. Is this a good move? Does bishop b4 look a good move to you? So I hope you're having a good day today, or a good night, or good morning, or good evening, or all those sorts of things, or good sleep, or a good feed, a good drink. I used to drink wine and all that sort of stuff, but I don't drink it anymore, but I do like it. But I don't drink it anymore. I think this move is bishop b4 check to the queen, and I think black will probably play queen b4. If knight g8, then we have queen f8 check, king d7, rook d1 will look quite good, king c7, only move I think, queen d6 check, king c8, queen d6 mate. Okay? Oh, thought so. Well, this is one I want to jump in on, but I'm very conscious of doing that because it's not exact. I quite like that move, but I don't like it as well. I'm very keen to play knight f5, and that threatens knight d4 and knight f3. There's 4 pawns versus 5. Black's got 4 pawns, of course, and white's got 5. And this is what I would consider quite a good study, this one. I consider that this would be, this is touch and go a little bit. If I go, so I'm now going to try to knock out moves. Knight c6 is really not a good move because king c5 is going to protect the d-pawn, and then all of a sudden I have to do something about the f4 pawn straight after. I like knight g6 too, but then we might just meet that move with bishop e1 and we might get to repeat moves. We've also got to watch the a4 pawn of white. That the a4 pawn is doing quite well. It's a passed and it's outside pawn, and it's an extra pawn that white has got in this position. So to equal it up and to end up with just, oh man, my stomach. To equal it up, white would have to play bishop g3, to defend the e5 pawn eventually and the h4 pawn. And then so if I've got to play the move that I think a reasonable player is going to play, I'm going to play this move. Okay, now I'm taking this pawn, and okay, we've got to sort of, it's not entirely the best position on the planet. It's not bad. Oh, now we've got this past h pawn too. So we're going to look at the basics, David. Bishop f4, knight and king here is not a problem actually, David. So we can take this here, pawn here. We're not going to do that, are we? Bishop takes knight, pawn here, bishop g1, and we're not doing that one with this passed a pawn as well, and this pawn going around. So, oh, okay, I did that wrong, didn't I? So after knight d4, okay, bishop e3, we have knight here check, king e6, knight takes bishop, defending the d pawn, e6 is because the king has moved. And we got h4, e7, knight f5 check, king d5, knight e7, or we could have gone king e6 and knight e7, king e7, and then we've got this passed pawn and this passed pawn, and we can look after this one. Okay, hope you get what I'm saying, because all that is scheming, the whole thing. Okay, here's checkmate on the spot almost, but it's not, because there's a wee interruption with queen h2. So this is my favourite sort of thing in chess, is these pins and forks and everything like that. They're my favourite things in chess, just like the sound of music. Okay, that's checkmate. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. Now, first of all, I'm sitting there trying to find checkmate. And if white would oblige, or black would oblige, it wouldn't even work anyway, is bishop f7, okay, and then rook f7. What's wrong with rook f7? But bishop f4 check, okay, which I didn't see actually. Then we go king here, okay, and then bishop takes queen. Oh no, my queen, but then we've got bishop f6 checkmate. But that doesn't work anyway. So then I saw, oh okay, this queen is undefended if that bishop's not there. If we take that bishop off, I don't want to do this with my mouse, with the left mouse, because it's going to cause a fleck with the whole thing. This is quite an interesting position anyway. I'm glad white has this square for their king, which looks quite comfortable. So I looked at this and I considered, well, this queen is only defended by the bishop, so we have this move first, which forces bishop f6 else. It's checkmate, and then we have this discovery check. Oh, it's not a discovery check, but it's a discovery attack on the queen. Here is again one of my favorites. One of my favorite sort of positions. So I'm going to wait for the live stream to catch up because hi there, Wizard Gaming. Hi there, and thank you very much for calling me your brother or bro. But anyway, here is this And thank you very, very much for tuning in, Wizard Gaming. That sounds really good. Sounds better than me. So here we've got, I'll just say it's checkmate in 3 moves. So can you find checkmate in 3 moves? And now the live stream is starting to catch up. So can you find here, I'll wait for you now. My country, Wizard Gaming, is New Zealand. Thank you for asking. What is your country? Whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are my viewers? You know, it's quite interesting because the New Zealanders don't want to view me. Oh, they do. There's a couple of people that watch me in New Zealand. But whereabouts are you, Wizard Gaming? And I'm waiting to see if anyone wants to find checkmate in 3 moves. And the clue is this is one of my favourite things in chess again, what I've just spoken to you about. And the other thing I really love in chess is when it's forced. And so hi to, I'm making sure I keep an eye on my chat for my phone today. Hi to McCullough. I hope I've got your name right. It might be Mool or something like that. Sack Rook. Okay, well, you sound like you're right. Okay, so I'm going to sack my rook. Okay, and now I'm going to go queen check and queen check mates. So that's that one. Now, this one is a little bit more one of my favourite things too, because it involves my favourite move on the chessboard, and that happens to be F5. It's the best move on the planet. So here it goes here, without further ado. Circles and stripes are all things nice. This is an interesting one, and black's really having to defend here. It's rather clear, isn't it? So this is more a waiting move. India, okay. Oh well, you must be really good at Wizard Gaming. Yeah, is that Wizard Gaming? Is that chess, or is it other things too? But it looks like you like to play chess because you saw sack the rook, which is really, really important. Now here we've got, after my move, we have got that move there, which is a wee problem, but not much. And that is knight e7 check. So I'm going to play here queen f2. And it could be that I'm out of here. Okay, now I'm going to go king here, I think. Am I going to go here, or am I going to go... I'm going to go king here, I think. Okay. Am I taking the queen now or the bishop? I'm not taking the bishop. Those are the sorts of things that can catch me. And they're not very nice when they happen. Now this one, I'm going to have to spend some time a little bit working out my best way to go here, because black has also got to deal with this, the threat of queen f7 if my queen goes off here, and queen g7 or h7 checkmate. So I'm not wanting to rush, and I sort of want to play rook e2 even. Do I want to play rook e2 and then queen a8 and then king, then king 8 g7, And rook f7, well, I think that might be okay, but I think I'm gonna, after capturing this rook, sorry my stomach's doing the gurgling because I've got water in my system. I've been drinking water, of course. So after king f7, if the rook captures the pawn, then I capture, and if it queen check here, no, because the queen will take, the black queen can capture, we can capture the queen, can't we, on a7. So if queen b7, we can go king back here, and if queen checks now, we can go king up here. Oh, it's not working out very well, Dave. So as I said, I think I might have to work on this one a bit. So I wonder if I should just go rook e1, queen e1, and then he can go king here. Oh dear, here we go. And so that if I go queen check, then we get a swap off. Unless I try to win this rook on d7. That's a possibleness, but not really. So you got rook e1, queen e1, king h2 is the best move, not g2 so much. Although queen check, king here, we're starting to repeat moves, which isn't going to be a good thing. The king can hug these two squares, I think, maybe. If I go rook e2, queen a8's the screaming move to play for white in a hurry. King up. Rook f7 check. King f7. Now what's white's move now? Is only queen check here is the only move. Oh, we've got queen check here too, haven't we? Oh dear, we've got queen check there too. And that's a problem. Yes, I'm going to spend. I don't know what ELO is, except unless we're talking about. I know that it's the rating. I think it's either FIDE or. Sorry, I haven't been really looking at the chat, by the way. Wizard Gaming. My rating tends to go up and down a wee bit. And I can beat the best and lose to the worst. That seems to be about my chess life in the universe and everything. Still want to play rook g1, but it might be something to do with getting usually it's just rook e1, isn't it? But then rook e1, queen e1, and I'm hampered with, I might want to play rook f8. Oh boy, stomach. I might turn my microphone off. Hi to Holger. I'm probably getting your name wrong. Yeah, I think that this puzzle is a bit tricky. But my rating for rapid in use in, I think it's FIDE, has been 2286. But then I played some chess. I played some chess after that. So I'm going to go back to after Queen G5 check. I go King G7, and then if Queen D7 check. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, I might be out of here. What? But I saw that I have a safe square, like Jim Carrey would say. I have a safe square on. I think this is the move here. I have a safe square on wherever Jim Carrey has it, but this is nice because once the rook moves here, I play rook here, okay, and then my queen's not attacked anymore, and then if queen b8 check, we have knight e8, and the rook is defending the knight e8, and we're attacking this rook twice. Ready, set. Oh, okay, Jim. Now, this is interesting because we're going to cause a blockage, okay? We are. We all are, aren't we? We're all together on this. If we play this, then white's going to be able to defend this important square A1. If we play this, it is like putting a truck in the way of the freeway, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Go 1, 2, and now can't get there. Check. See? So we just put a roadblock in the way. Now, if I take this, okay, guess what? The rook on f8, it's checkmate, and we can't capture the rook, or we can, but then the bishop just captures. So all we do here is we remove this pin, okay, and then if rook f8 happens, rook f2, we capture it with the queen, and then we threaten queen f8, checkmate. See? So what I do is this first, and then this move. If I don't do it right, the mouse will cause me issues. Right, what have we got here? We've got another kind of interruptive move. Have we got this move? And then if bishop e3, rook e3, f e3, queen g5, is that it? Don't know yet, I'm not sure. Or have we got something else? Better take the arrows off. I might go make a cuppa, sack the queen. Boy, you must be good. I'm singing out to one of the viewers, and thank you for the likes thus far. I don't like to ask for it, but I will. I've been told by a good friend of mine in Auckland Chess, he said, you've got to ask them to like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, but I just don't get into it. I don't, he says, oh, but I don't care what you think about that. You've got to do it. And so I have this sort of wee argument with him and all this sort of stuff, and it's not very good. I think that I've been looking too hard at this one. I think that I've got just this nice move here. Just a nice move. It's just a chess move, and it's not always about being clunk, clunk, clunk. If I play Queen D6 and I lose the whole thing, then I do. That's what chess is all about. But I threaten, or we threaten, don't we? We all threaten Queen to H2 checkmate. Now we're going to look at what moves White can play. White can play this, but that's not going to be very good to Queen F4, and then they're still not in a happy position. White has also got Rook E1, and we go Queen H2 check, King F1, Queen H1 check, King E2, excuse me, Queen F3 check, King D2, Queen D3 mate. Or Queen F3 check, King F1, Rook H1 is checkmate. We only have one plausible move here for White, and that is F4, which is sort of like I'm playing it. And then I think we have this move, EF3, threatening again Queen H2 checkmate, and then Queen G2 if we want to be a little bit silly, which isn't a good thing for me to do in chess. I like doing it. But after EF3, Rook F3, not Queen F3, because I'm going to probably just take the Queen. I'll go Queen H2 checkmate. But if Rook F3, which is the best one, I think we will play Queen H2 check, King H1, Queen H1, and we have got a win of the whole positions just told. If this isn't the win, then it isn't. Okay, Jack, and White resigned, I suppose. Now, it's not check, is it, to us, it's not check to us. This is here, here, here. Rook's covered with this queen. We're going to play queen here. We're not going to play queen here and rook here, David, because then queen takes pawn's going to be not very good. But what I will look to play is I'm looking at this king here, bishop here, check. And rook takes, queen takes. There is where's the king going to go now. If it goes d8, then we're possibly going a little bit cagey about this position. So am I missing something? Am I actually missing? Yes, I think I am. Although I'm not quite sure. Emphasis, he pushes his pawn. I'm sorry, I'm not sure where we are at the moment. I'm definitely going to go Queen D emphasis. I'm not quite sure what you mean by emphasis, but we have to be in chess, don't we? I'm going to win the exchange, I think, at least with this move. Now, I don't want to necessarily lock it in too quick, but I will. So this, when we have queen, I'm just looking at queen e4 check after we play queen a5. If we do, we might not have to. Might be able to organise a swap or play rook f1, and then this rook on f1 or something is still going to defend or be defended by the other one. Anyway, I was a little bit cagey about it because I have had those things go wrong. Here we've got an interesting position. First of all, I have to look for black. I'm looking for white right now. I'm looking for the best move for white here, but it's not, because the way it is, I know the king is on, what is it? It's on h1. The white king is on h1. So I'm now starting to get my bearings, because that's what happens. I don't get my bearings right. So these pawns, David, cannot take that rook or cannot take that knight. But this bishop can be captured by the knight, and this pawn can't be captured by this knight on f5, even though it's black to move. So I was completely confused, but I can understand that this is h8 square now. But I have had these things going quite badly for me, where I'm trying to find the move and I'm looking for the wrong player. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Here we got rook h3 check, king g2 forced, knight f4 check, king f1 forced, rook h1, and that is check after rook g1. I've just seen that one, rook g1. As the king cannot come here because of the knight on f4, can't come here because of the knight on f4, and the rook is now here, not here anymore, guarding the square. Okay, so now move importance is here, 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 here. Oh dear, this is one I could get wrong. So I tell myself that because it's true. This is one I can get wrong. And I'm already seeing ways I can get this one wrong. I am. So I'm concerned with my initial move, which is bishop b4 and bishop e6. Oh, thank you very much for those likes. The record is, by the way. But, thank you very much for the likes. And all you people that are watching, I really appreciate it. I hope I've done better than I did the other day. If you want to watch that, I got up to 36 or 7 or something the other day. Now I'm starting to look at the problem with the queen. The queen. I'm starting to look at the problem with the queen, because the queen is defending the knight. And this is a very nice bishop indeed. And so I'm not saying that that's the move, but I'm saying this is probably the move I'm going to lock and load. Because when we got queen f4, then we got f4, okay? And then queen h4, then we got g3. And that's the sort of move I'm going to play in a match game, is this one. Now, I might be out of here. I might not be looking at something properly, but I have. Okay, now that is because I decided to look at it a wee bit. Now here we've got this, but then if king g2, what then? Okay, so have we got something a bit better, David, because like this, sometimes this position is rook f1 check and rook f1 and queen d4. And other times it's like rook f1 check, king g2, and then I have the problem of if I take the rook now, the queen takes the queen, you see, but other times it's defended. So what I do is I create that like Magnus Carlsen does. We create the opportunity to be in our favour. So that way we play queen check, and that thereby forces the only proper move is queen d5, and then we go rook f1 check. And so we've got that sort of position where the queen is left defended on c6. So if I play now rook f1, I don't want to play it, but that's the square I'm talking about, then it's going to say you've lost, because king g2 is going to be not lost, but I've not done it right. So the trick is queen check, queen d5, rook f1 check, and thereby rook f1 is impossible or not very good, as queen takes queen, and queen e5. Possible. Okay, so I'm going to be very careful I get the moves right. And of course, if after queen c6 check black is met with king g1, then we have just queen g2 checkmate will suffice. So I'm going queen check first, then I'm going rook f1. Okay, he agreed. The old king and pawn endgame, chief. Oh goodness, what do we do about this, David? I don't know. You can't do this in a match game. You can't go, if I go here, he goes here. If he goes here, I go here. If he goes here, and I go here, then he goes here, and I'm going to probably lose that. So if I go here, and then he goes here, and then I go here, then he goes here, 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 then I go here, and then I go f5. Right. Now, if we can get the king, we can't, or can we? Are we going to attack the c-pawn? I think this looks... this is the sort of... I like endgames, like the Grandmaster says. He likes endgames, and I do too. I think this is lovely. I think this is just a really nice one. This reminds me of the other one the other day, which I thought was just awesome. But the thing I really, really liked the other day... Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sorry, I haven't been taking any attention after I've done all that. I'm not going knight check. But anyway, he go g8, checkmate g7. Not sure where that is, sorry. But I usually like to try. But what I liked the other day, what I'm going to say I really liked the other day, is when someone said on here that we won. Oh boy, I just loved it. Okay, knight c2. And now knight d4 and knight c6. That's, it doesn't have to always be crash, bang, clank, clank, clunk. Now we've got this move here. And the knight's having a field day, really, isn't it? Now I've got to find the best move for black. And oh boy, is it rook g2? And f3. And yeah, so rook g2, f3 check, forced, king h2, rook f2, check, king g1, rook g2, checkmate. That was a nice one. I like that, but yeah, I hope you saw it. There were 6, now there's 5. I don't know what happened there. If we go rook f7, knight f7, knight f5, check. King g8, queen e8, check. Okay, I'm going to go there. I'm locking this in. I'm not doing anything else. Knight f5, check. Queen here, check. Queen takes here, check. Queen takes g7, mate. Right, I've got to go to toilet. I'm sorry. It's very, very cold. Gotham, CHREDD. But thank you for the comments and the chat so far. I've just got to go to the little boys' room. I call it that. And my friend, she says to me, you shouldn't, or another friend says, you shouldn't say that. Oh, why not? Excuse me, this is all part of life, isn't it? Isn't part of life that we have to go to the little boys' room occasionally? You know? What do you reckon? Okay, so I'll be 2 seconds. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, sunshine. Right, we have to find the move for black in this case. And I'm sort of thinking it's Queen f3, but I'm not Might not be. It might be. It might be queen e6. Might be queen e6. Queen e6. Oh, hi Jimmy, and yeah. Don't know if it's soothing. Now, what do I do here? We're going to play queen e6. I don't want to play queen f3. It's alright, but it's not as good. I like to play queen f3. Oh, no, I don't. No, queen f3 is not it. Because knight b4, and then if queen e4, then queen d3, or knight d3, or knight c2, and it's not as good as I thought. So I'm going to lock this in, and if I'm out of this now, then I'm out. Thank you very much for the likes. I appreciate you doing that. Check. What's this one? Am I to chase that queen? Because at the end of the day, black's got a queen up. So I'm looking at the rook check first, and I'm thinking, it doesn't really amount to much. So I just play chess off the cuff a lot. I don't have all these ideas of, like you do this and then you do. I have got some structure to my chess, like restrain, fix, fasten, and forget, and then destroy and exterminate. Yeah, I'm looking at rook h4, and I think you're absolutely right. Rook h3 isn't possible, of course, Sammy, but rook h4 is the move I'm contemplating, because I said I'm looking at knight check first, or rook f8 check, but then I'm discarding that because I'm going, well, it's not very good. But in this way, if we can get that queen for just a rook or something else, then we should take it. So that's what I'm going to play. And of course I saw that. And we've got queen f1 or queen h4. Now up to number 52. Now, if the queen wasn't looking at that square, I would have queen d8 check, and it'd be all over. And now I'm looking at this knight here. As well, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but I'm looking at that knight there some reason, and I'm wanting to I'm wanting to, what am I trying to do here? I don't know. No, so if we could do that, then we would be checkmate on the spot. So I mean, if there was a rook here on d1, we could go queen f4, and rook d8 checkmate. I think it's got some. It might not have anything to do with that, though, David. It might be to do with this and this threat. So if I go queen here, we're going to have a big swap off on d4. Yeah? Aren't we? We're going to have a big swap off. I can't go knight h5, even though it's a move I thought of, as this is no good. So if I go queen d6, what is black's response? What does black do? If I was able to go queen c8 check, then it would be, might even be that, you know, might even be that move. Might not be d6, it might be there threatening this. And that threatens checkmate, doesn't it? So if the knight goes back here, yes, then I can play queen check. And then queen takes bishop. This bishop is perfectly defended. So I'm thinking, I think my candidate moves, which are the moves that we come up with in chess, and we then start to think about the advantages and the pros and cons, if you like, or whatever, and so forth. But I'm thinking it's this loose bishop on d7 and c4, because it can go to d7, but that's the square I'm thinking of going to. It's come from here to here, this bishop, and so I think that if the bishop goes back to go, realizes its mistake, or even here, then we have got the queen e8 checkmate this time. So we've got other ideas. So after queen d7, I don't see anything that, I mean, I do see things for black, but I don't see any way to prevent this checkmate or this capture of the bishop, and thereby winning the piece, even though, because it's checkmate next move. So I'm going to lock and load it. It might be I'm out of here. Okay, it's not. Now, oh dear, what have we got this time? What have we got ourselves into this time? Okay, we've got check and rook here. This pawn, we can grab this pawn all day long. Right. Is there anything silly going on here? Because there often is. Now, is this one of our occasions of, do we capture this and then play d5, cd5, ed5, but then, there's no knight d6 because the knight's gone, so I think I capture this, or we capture this, don't we? Yeah, thank you very much, Nick. Rook g2, exactly right, exactly right. You've got to know, we've got to know how to play these really complicated rook and pawn endgames. I mean, I've just played a rook and pawn endgame that I made into a about 2 minutes short on this chess channel that went viral. No, it didn't. Oh no, whatever that means. Oh, it didn't go viral. No, it didn't. I'm actually wondering if it's... No, it's not Knight B4, David. So, and yeah, quite... One of the things I know about rook and pawn endgames is... I just said one of the things, because there's only a few things I know. One thing I know about rook and pawn endgames is always get behind the passed pawn, whether you're the aggressor or the defender. And the other thing I know is that when I've got a pawn on rook 7, or I'll say h2, or your black's got a pawn on h2 or a2, you still get behind the pawn, but you hug your king to the other side of the board, rook 2 or knight 2, so that you prevent rook away from A1 or H1, and thereby if we take the pawn with the rook, we end up getting rook check, and we lose our rook to that skewer with the rook check, if you get what I mean. So they are one of the things I know about. Okay, right, I'm going to concentrate. And you can just see this bishop's on pre now, and also this one's on pre. Okay, black could be met by bishop e6 here, but then this is quite handy, I think, for white. Not. And probably want to go here or here. Don't really want to go here, because then they lose another pawn. And we could castle too. So if knight here, we'll just say knight here. Castling here is quite handy. Or even here if we want to be a bit naughty. There's a lot of players these days are a bit naughty. But the thing is it doesn't really matter, because white can castle. Although, if I analyse this too much, I keep seeing how bad it is for white, really. So there you go, next one. Number 55. Number 55. So do we go king here? And if pawn takes, then king here. Right. He's got a queen on board. Knight takes e4, yeah, Nick. D5 then, and bishop c7, y is hanging. So knight b4 possible, but check. Knight e4, yeah, d5 then, weakness with bishop c7. I see what you mean. Yay, capture. We won that one, didn't we? We did well, didn't we, guys and girls? All guys. Hey guys, we did well, eh? And what do I do now? Don't know. Wow, this is quite a nice one. But I'm still struggling with that, how the rooks are going to combine. So it's a wee bit messy for my head. A wee bit messy. A wee bit messy. I don't actually. If I go rook there, check, then the king can go up there to d6. Then we've got rook d7 check and king b4, c5 and b4 and ab4 and ab4. Boy, I'm feeling a bit I'm gonna have to think about this one. So it's very, very good to think outside of the square. Okay. So I'm starting to see that if we go rook 8, h7 check, that king d6 is now no good, as e7 is check, but then you got knight e6. By the way, I'm standing I'm looking close up with my spectacles, my reading glasses. I'm looking quite closely at this one because I'm obviously locked and loaded with. I'm going to go and move the rook check, but then I'm thinking, why am I doing that? So yeah, I've been doing this all wrong. I'm going to play this. If I'm out of here, then I'm out of here, am I? That was that was a real closey, because I just about went to drop the ball there. Thank you to the likes and the viewers. I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I mean, like, I really appreciate it, and that's all there's to it. And there's one channel I really enjoy watching with chess. I mean, not chess, with Heather. Sorry. There's one channel I really like watching with Heather on YouTube, and that is, what is it now? I can't remember. It's Adrian in Coffee House Crime. That's one of the ones I really like. He even lives in Australia now, so that's pretty cool. So he even lives now in Australia, but I enjoy watching him. And because I'm really interested in law and justice and crime and court cases and everything, they've always intrigued me my whole life. And I'm not talking about a few days, I'm talking about a long life so far. Anyway. Now I've got to find who am I playing? What colour am I? And maybe this is what I'm talking about. That where's that pawn? It's on H2. So maybe I'm going to go rook H8. Or maybe I'm going to go King E4. King F2. I'm thinking that's going to peter down somehow. So I think I'm going to play rook to A8. Because I'm saying what I was talking about before, which is quite interesting. I threaten so if we go rook A8, the only problem is with that is white will get to play king F3. Because this way, don't I play and do a bit of bridge building, as Nimzovich says? Don't I play king G4, king F2, and then king H3? And then what? King G4, E4, what about that? Oh, King G3, and then King G2, so King F2, no, E F1, then we've got rook here, check, and King G2. So I was, to be honest, obviously wanting to play this move, but Then I see that King F3, King F3 seems to be looking quite okay for white. So I'm playing this, and if I'm out, I'm out. Guess what? I have to go to the little boys' room again because I've drunk 500 mils of clear, sparkling Duret water. Just joking. It's just tap water. This is the stuff you get out of the tap. I hope you can get water out of your tap. So I've got to go to the toilet again. It's most embarrassing when one's live and we have to do these sorts of things, But I could say, someone's at the door. Hold on. And it's particularly cold here in Christchurch, New Zealand. But I'm going to look to ye capture 94, D5, that's back then. E7, knight F7, rook A8. E7, knight F7, rook A8. Is that the earlier one? Threatening, promoting. Oh yeah, so that's the one I've just done, which is, so I'm sorry about the interruptions. I do thank you very, very much for being here. This is the next one. I'm thinking of just purposely losing. I know that sounds a bit ridiculous, but I'm thinking of doing that because I've got to get some food and all that sort of stuff, and it's cold. I was starting the fire before. I've learnt how to do that, but I would like to actually say about that Grandmaster that you can go and watch, and it's fantastic. Thank you for the likes. I would like to go on about that Grandmaster, and there's also the UK Grandmasters and International Master that they do podcasts, and they interview people like certain people I've even interviewed for this chess channel, International Master Paul Littlewood, where I've got his father's book, who was an international, as he says, chess player, international master or something. He was an international, and I've got his father's book, how the little sorry, the middle game in chess, how to play it, or something like that. And I've had it all these years. I've had it since about 20, something like 20, we're not even talking 2017, or 2010, or 21, or 2001. We're talking 1976 or something like that. I've had that book since then. But these people are on their YouTube, and you guys are really, really, I really appreciate it that you're watching. Okay, but anyway, I'll try to go a little bit further. So we might get somewhere, Sparky. We might get somewhere, Sparky. We might get somewhere, Sparky. Am I going to capture this? Am I? Okay, I am. Okay, right, what's this one? Is it rook takes pawn up? Rook takes pawn up. Hold on, there's no rook there anymore, Dave. So it's not rook here check, because we can't go there. I think it might be liquidating first, and then g3, rook h6, g2, rook g6, f2. Oh well, if I'm out, I'm out. And if, I mean, not you, but if I'm out, I'm out. If we're not, we're not. Is it this and that? I think it will be. What even there? Oh, that's interesting. It's got something's happening with my streak or something. I don't know what's happening there. It looks like it might happen. It looks like 9 people are watching and there's no likes. I don't know what's happening with my reading on there. I'll have a look on my OBS screen if that shows me. Oh, it doesn't even show me. Maybe I've annoyed everyone, which is possible. It's possible, isn't it? Right, now, possible, Charlie. What's this one? This is interesting. But it's, I don't know if it is really. Because I think I go rook, I think we go rook here. And then a pawn. Rook takes rook. if we go f3 check, does that make any difference? If rook d6, we go rook e6, and if rook b6, we go rook d2 check, and rook takes rook on b6. So I'm going to go rook here. Okay, well, I'm going there. I wasn't going to be honest, whatever that means. I wasn't going to go here. I was going to go king up, and that would be very embarrassing. I'd be out with checkmate. Because my opponent, if I went king e7 here, then my opponent goes, or our opponent goes, rook 2 to d7 checkmate. So, this is kind of easy porky pie. So what's happening here with the knight in question is a possible problem. I'll play this all day long, I think. Do I take that with the knight or the queen? So here we go. This is where I can get stuck. I'm going to take it with the queen. I think it's the safest way to go. And upon knight c7 check, we're going to go king up here, and we're going to be a piece up. Jack. Knight h5. So these are the ones that can make me just go stung, and then I go, what? I've lost. Oh no. I want to play bishop h7, which is thematic. It's pretty well known. King h7, what else? Knight g5, and there if king g6, h5 check. Is it any good? Bishop h7. I know it's thematic, but I'm just... Then do I go queen h5 check, and then knight g5, and it's all over, I think. Anyway, I don't really mind if I'm out. Okay. Now, do I go queen h5? I think I go queen h5 and knight g5. I know it's pretty thematic, but you know, just the way it is, isn't it? There you go. Do you go knight c3? And then knight d1, okay? This is a rook free, and we've got this queen's attacked, okay? And now this is what Marshall did. Marshall, one of my favourite players of all time, he did this when someone said, oh, this is, I've got him wrong, he's lost, you know? I think that I play this, and then check, and then take the rook. I think that's what we do. This here, I think straight away, knight takes, king takes, Zoom. Oops. Do we do that? I think we do. Now, do I want to be impetuous? Yes. I saw my rook on A8. What? Or our rook. Our rook. It's our rook, David. Check. G6 forced. Queen here. Threatens rook. Threatens no rook F8 because of queen E8. F8. Da, 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 da. So let's have a look at that again. Queen check. G6 forced. Queen E8. Well, it's pretty promising. Rook G7 is no good because of queen E8 checkmate. What about F5? The very important F5. Queen E8. Threatens queen takes rook. And what can black do? Okay, queen here. And then do anything. Oh dear. So do I go queen F5? No, don't start changing the agenda. So if F5, maybe that's the key to it, is we're going to go, if I go queen E4, it offers black the chance to play F5, you see, and thereby F5 seems to all of a sudden give black the square G6 for the king after queen F6 and king G6. It looks like it's getting comfortable. So on that, I'm going to go queen. Oops, you just leave that alone. Queen F5 forces G6, and then I'm going queen C8. There's nothing happening around our king, is there? Look, our king's got all the pawns there. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh, all the pawns there. The king's still sitting on the G1 square. It's been there for a while, I know. It's sat there and going, oh, this is what life's all about. Yeah, it is. Okay. So my impetuism usually will go straight away queen E4, and then I'll meet F5, and that puzzle will go. Rook here, G3, Queen F3. Oh dear, my dandruff's back again. Haven't you been using your Free and Lovely? Are you really Free and Lovely? I don't know. Right, we're looking for the best move for white here. We are. And so, is there one? Shivers. This is my favourite endgame, but it's really looking a wee bit difficult. Oh dear. I think it's going to be b5 at the very end. So I might be out here, and that's not bad. I think 68 I'm currently on. I'm going to go look to play e4 check. What else really? King g3, ef5, h4, f6, bishop e8, b5, h3, b6, h2, bishop e5 check. Is that g3 now? No, bishop d6 check. Bishop takes h2, b7. Check. No, maybe not. Rook d8, king b7, queen b5 check. King a7, queen a4 check, queen c2. If queen b6, then queen takes queen and king takes rook. Right. Oh, this one. I'm straight away going to do that all day long. I'm not even going to look. Am I going to look? I could. I was going to do the wrong one. I was going to take. This is checking. This is check two different places. So, am I going queen? This is threatening of checkmate, of course. We can castle. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to look at this. And thank you very much, Jan. Jan, or so, maybe a Dutch name. It looks a wee bit Dutch, the last name. So it might be Jan. And it's really weird what's happening with... it's showing up as how many viewers, but no likes anymore. All the likes have disappeared. Maybe my counter only goes up to 0. If I go there, then he captures that. If I take that, oh, I see. All right, okay. Queen check. Queen d6 check. He's got this move, g4, king g5, f4, king h4. Hold on. Queen g6 check. King f5. g4 check. King here, pawn here, king takes, queen check, king g5, f4 check. Is it f4 pawn already moved? And queen takes queen, if that's the case. So I'll just have to look at that again. Haven't actually had any food today yet. I really don't know what's going on with that counter for my so it's at Chess with Dave NZ all together, which is not the original one I took out when I started on this chess channel. It was just my name and but of a Dutch name itself. And so I think it's queen here check, and if king here, then pawn here check, and if king here, then g4 check. And then king h4, and then we go queen g3 check, and then king g5 and f4 check, queen takes queen. Okay, so I think that I've done my spell. It's corrected itself now, or else everyone's come back and played a big trick on me. And I think I'm going to purposely go out now. So I'm going to drop the ball now, okay? So watch this, okay? Just to prove it, I'm going to drop the ball. I'm going to go this, okay? Oh, you're not letting me win it still. Okay, well, I want to drop the ball. I do. Sort of, but kind of my chest doesn't want to. Could be making that all up, couldn't I? Could be making that all up. Making it all up. Making it all up, David. Making it all up. Can I just go rook f7? And I don't really mind if it's wrong or not. Then rook f8. If I have to. Another one. Okay, I'll get this one wrong on purpose. But it just depends about how I find it, whether I find it easy or not. There, main cup. See, I'm really tempted to just play queen here. And I'm threatening the knight too, aren't I? Oh no, he's threatening my rook. Oh no. What about can we just take the bishop then? I think we take the bishop. Rook f7. We just go king g8, don't we? And we're threatening. Rook f7. And we're through. Okay, we're doing this. And if I'm out, I'm out. Okay. Now, what did I have in store for you now? Sparky. do I have anything in store? What do I do with the drunken sailor? What do I do? I just want to play a small move. I want to play a small move, but I can't help myself. I knew that. I knew I'd do this. I'm trying to purposely lose, and I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to. I just want to keep check. 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 Oh, how's it go? I think it's going to make a difference with which rook I use. Very quick rook check now, king up. Rook takes check now, it's no good, is it? So we go rook check then, king up. Rook check then, king up. Oh, it's getting to confuse me. I'm getting a bit hungry. Not that I should be. I should be able to live on the food I've got from 15 hours ago. Yeah, about 15 hours ago. Was it? No. Yeah, probably about 17 hours ago. Oh well, nothing wrong with fasting. Thank you very much, by the way, everybody. And like that reminds me of when they advertise, they say, all the homes in Australia are going to own this heater. They forget that not all the homes will. Sorry, I'm taking a little bit longer over this. It's like the stream sometimes. The old stomach. Sometimes it's just a rook there and a rook back. So we've got to be very careful for that rook h2 thing, don't we really? I wonder if I should play rook f7. Rook g3 check. And king h1. I'd have to play rook f3 if knight f3 check. Okay, I'm going to play that, and if I'm out, I'm out. Okay, I have to play this now. Because otherwise, if king h1, rook h2 check, mate. Oh, this is a... Is this an easy one? Looks like it, but I don't trust that for 1 minute. Okay, is it g4 check? Rook g4, looks like it. Play g4. I'm locking in g4, okay? And here I'm doing the check, and I'm doing the capture. Oh yeah, thanks for rook b5 comment. I've just noticed some comments because they've been quite quiet lately. But yeah, rook b5. It was my first, or our first idea. But black would play rook e5, and if g4, king f6, and yeah, it's not quite the cut. Whereas g4 was going to win the rook, which is a bit better than trying to win the rook and pawn endgame. So I'm thinking I'm going to go f4, or yeah, I'm going to go f4, ef4, gf4. I mean gf4, gf4, check, king f3, king to d4, and if king f4, then king c4, king g5, king b4, king h6. It seems a bit, just doesn't seem the right way to go. It seems a bit iffy, but it is number 76. Is it number 77? 77. So I'm up to 76. It's getting up to my record. My record is something like 84 or something, 83, something like that, 86. The more I go up, the more I don't believe myself. Wonder if I just play h6. I just don't. I'm not sure about going f4, gf4, even though it's my initial reactional idea, because I think it's a little bit touch and go with who gets to the finish line quickest before, and making sure it's well before the other player. So I'm kind of thinking that it might be just something like h6. and then using, the thing is though, I don't know. I want to play H6. No, I'm so it's probably F4. And it reminds me of that guy on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's like I'm asking everyone for the question and the answer out of the show. If you cough enough every time, that cheat. And then he said, "Oh, I didn't cheat. We didn't cheat. Of course you did." I mean, like, you don't just fall your way all through that whole program. And get away with it. Go F4, G4, G4, King F3, King D4, King F4, King C4, King G5, King B4, King H6, King A4, King H7, A5, H4, King B3, H5. The king is on the white square on H7 for white, or it was. So I'd like to play H6 because of King F3, which is not probably going to be played anyway. Maybe I go F4 and I go King F5. This is the one I should just throw the ball in, but yeah, just give it to someone else now because I'm quite happy with 76. But I'm going to get in trouble for going too long with someone who likes to watch it, but they don't want to watch a big long stream. So I'm possibly just going to, I might just be now lost for ideas. If I was going to go, I'm going to go F4, okay. And if I'm out of here, I'm out of here. And I think I go, so I go King F5. It's quite a long session. That is because I've done the whole thing the whole way. Do I want to go King D4, King F4, King C4, G5, B4, H6, A4, H7, A5, H4, A4, H5, A3, H6, A2, King G7, G8, A2, H6, A1. Don't have to watch the thing, my friend doesn't have to watch it. Oh dear, play 2 moves, good. I worked it out. I must have worked it out. I play queen here, check, and knight here. What do I go? Knight here, boom. go knight, yeah, actually. What's going on over here? What black to do to white? What is actually happening here? I don't know. Doesn't look like much. That's the problem. Not here, I just don't see anything that black does. If I'm losing the queen, I'm going to go here. Oh well. Oh well. I'm going to get in trouble. Now I'm looking for black again. Oh no. Here we go again. Another. I actually worked all that out because just ended up with an extra pawn at the end once we swap the queens off. End up with the a pawn in that other position. Now do I go king c4, king c6, king d3? This is how Magnus does it too. King d6, f4, king c6, king c4, c6, king d3, d6, e, f4. Still seems a bit slow. Why don't we get rid of that pawn there first then? Do we do that? Oh, I don't know. Doesn't seem that. Or do we go, do we do some zugzwang stuff? Tusung, zug. Yeah, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I think I'm playing king c4. If I go e5, then it's d5, king e5, and king c5, and never the twain shall meet. So it's a do or die, really. It's not king d6, because then we go king b5, and king d5, and king b6. So if I go king c4, king c6, king d3, king d5, d6, king c4, king c6, d3, d6, e3, king e6, f3, f3, king e3, d5, king f2, d6, e3, d7, e2, d8, e1 queen, and both queens, queen g5, can I get to 80 and then just go away and not return for a long time? Maybe, just maybe, it's king c4, king c6, king d3, king d6. King e2 is not good because of king e6, king f2, king... I don't know, just very tired, brain's turned into custard. I just about feel like throwing it in. I do. Because, yeah, seriously, if it's too long, then someone doesn't want to watch it. And maybe a lot of other people don't either. But it's usually only just the live session, and then after that it's sort of like a bit lame watching it after that. Sometimes you got to run with the ball, but you know, you just got to. Okay. What did you do that for? The queen's not looking very healthy, but it's not too bad. She has to f6. If we go queen here, why don't I go queen here? Actually, what's wrong with queen there? Anything? Everything's nicely protected down here, you know. So I think I go queen here, just about. But so that could be me out of here. I'm just going to go queen here. I don't really care now. So I'm up to around about where my best is. Bestest. So as it rook takes, king up, king here, king takes, king here, and all this stuff's gonna happen. I don't really mind now. Thank you very much, Caps. Rust or Rust. Caps. Captains. Push the e-pawn, brother. Push the e-pawn. It was a hard one, wasn't it? So do I go there? Because I got what they call as the outside pass pawn, and while the king has to go chase that one day, I'm going to do this. And I'll go rook here, king here. That's quite healthy to me, actually. Quite like that anyway. It doesn't really worry me if it's not the correct move. Go rook there, check first. So FE chess, isn't it? Kind of like driving the king away, because otherwise, don't know. Right now, so we're in this. It's either that or A5. I think I'd like to check the king anyway. And then I'd like to go king b6 and a5. Because otherwise, if I go king b6, now I'm going to go rook d4 check. I might. If I'm wrong, I don't really care. Right, I'm going to purposely drop the ball right now. Okay, I'm going to purposely drop the ball. I'm just going to make some purposeful. You might not believe me. I'm probably going to unable to be able to do it because I just sort of still want to win. Yeah, looks quite good. This hotel on E3 square, doesn't it? Is it me? No, it's not. Okay, so should I drop the ball on purpose or shouldn't I? I mean, this is quite healthy, isn't it? Knight f5 and the queen has to go back to here. That's a bit lame. I feel like I should just drop the ball. I'm a bit tired of this. I can only do so much anyway. I mean, knight f5 is quite a healthy move. And there, where does the knight go after the h5 move? Okay, well, okay, I can't help myself. I can't take about it. Oh no! Ah, wow, that's good. I would have seen that. Oh well, it's not bad. New streak, $82. Thank you. All the best with your chest, no matter where it's at. And this is our chest too. I really am getting tired of doing this. I didn't want to do it anymore. It's cold here. All the excuses are going to flow now, but I've still got to go to the toilet again, and I've got to get some food, and like I don't want to be too long. Like 2 hours and a bit is about my limit. 2 hours 40. Okay. Bye for now. All the best. Enjoy, and I hope you enjoyed. I would have seen Queen f6. I was going to move though, to be honest, because just can't.